What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of my $3,500 downtown Tokyo apartment so you guys can kind of understand what do you get for the value for your money in downtown Tokyo. And then after the tour of the apartment, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what are rental prices like in Tokyo, what are the sizes of apartments, and what kind of value can you expect to get back for your money. Without any further ado, let's get into this. This here is the Genkan area. It's very simple. As you see, you just come in, there's a little space here where you can take off your shoes, and then there's a lot of storage area. There's plenty of space here to store, as many pair of shoes as you could possibly own here. And then there's another spare closet here where you can, just put basically like a vacuum cleaner, ironing board, any kind of little things like you have there. And then you have another little space here where you have access to control the electricity in the apartment. The next space that I'm showing you guys here is the living room. As you can see, the living room is quite spacious. This is actually really spacious for a Japanese apartment. The apartment here is about 70 square meters. As you see, you have a space here for a 3-person couch, which is kind of nice. You can just kind of kick back and relax there. Plenty of space to move about. There's a nice, big TV, lots of natural light, dining seating for 2 people. And there is also a nice little balcony space here. If you want to be able to, dry your clothes or something there, you're able to do that. Or if you just wanted to put like a little Euro table out there, a little cafe table, and go out and have your coffees in the morning, you would be able to. And there's a pretty, not the best view, but it's a pretty decent city view here. There's actually, it's difficult to see from this angle, but there's actually a really beautiful park right across the street. So in terms of location, this is about as prime as a location gets. And as I said, for a Japanese apartment in downtown Tokyo, this is actually quite a nice living space. The next area I want to show you now is the kitchen space. And again, for a Japanese apartment in downtown Tokyo, this is quite a sizable kitchen space. As you can see, there is enough space here to do a little bit of meal prep in this area. Plenty, large enough sink, a place to dry your dishes. And then there's not a typical oven like we would have in the West, but there is basically what this is like a little place where you can just, grill fish and things like that. There's actually 4 burners on this stove, which is quite a good size. Most Japanese apartments, maybe they only have 1 or 2 burners, but having a 4-burner stovetop here is pretty nice. And then microwave space. There's more than adequate space for a full-size refrigerator and also additional closet space. And the cabinetry space is also quite good as well. There's plenty of space for seasoning, cups and dishes or whatever you may have. So again, for the typical apartment in downtown Tokyo, this is quite sizable. Now, coming out of the living room, walking down the hallway, we're going to make a left here, and we're going to go into the room, what I would just call the spare bedroom. And in this spare bedroom, it's an area where I keep some of my clothes. And I'm also just kind of using it as a computer office for the moment. I do have an extra bed here just in case I have any guests and they would want to stay. But this is a pretty small bedroom. I think I would say for, a normal 1-bedroom apartment in Tokyo, this would be the size of kind of a typical bedroom. Again, lots of great natural light. The closet space in here is pretty significant. There's hanging space for clothes, which isn't so common in Japan, actually. Lots of top shelving space, but yeah, it is pretty spacious, and there is enough space for, at least for me, to put everything that I need. And closet space is another thing I will say. It's not so common in Japan. There usually is a big closet, but it's usually used to put like futons or something like that. And it's not really the best of what we would consider like a Western style closet space to hang your clothes. Now, coming into the next room, we're going to be going into the master bedroom. And the master bedroom, as you can see, it is quite a bit more spacious than the other bedroom we were right in there. There's enough space for a double wide bed there. Plenty of front space. If you wanted to put a TV or something, you would be able to. I just have a little Japanese tapestry there. Again, lots of great natural light. We're up here on the 8th floor, so the lighting is really nice and abundant. huge closets here, more than enough space to store everything you want. As I said, this apartment is really atypical for closet space. A lot of times you don't really get to see that. So yeah, I mean, it's a bedroom. Coming out of the bathroom, coming out of the bedroom rather, we are going to have the bathroom here, and we're going to have, or I should say, we're going to have the toilet here, and we're going to have the bathroom, which in a lot of Japanese apartments is separated. So the bathroom here, it's quite small and simple. Just, you know, the typical Japanese toilet with all the fancy functions that you can normally see. And a lot of little Japanese toilets where it is a toilet only and it's not connected to the shower room, it will have these little sinks here that people can use to be able to wash their hands when they come out of the bathroom. But normally I just go into, you know, the shower room and wash my hands at the larger sink there. And this is the bathroom. You can just see here, it just has a sink, you know, to wash your hands, to brush your teeth. There's a large shower room, and if you can see these functions there, so basically what those functions do, it is to control, you know, the heating of the bath if you want to do basically like a hot bath. It can also make the room nice and hot, so you can actually hang up all your clothes and dry your clothes there. That's a feature that I like. Won't show you too much in the bathroom, but basically it's a bathtub, it's a shower room, pretty basic. And coming over here, behind this closet, it is a nice washing and dryer washing machine. This did not come with the apartment. These are really expensive in Japan. This one was around, you know, $3,000. I don't know why they're so expensive in Japan, but this one was really quite expensive. But it does the job. It washes the clothes, but it takes around like 3 hours to dry the clothes afterwards. But it works. So guys, that is really it. That's the apartment there. And as you can see, $3,500 in the center of Tokyo, it really does not get you that much money, in my opinion. It's a nice place to live. I'm happy with the apartment. I'm happy with the location. But there's nothing phenomenal. There's nothing fantastic about it. There's nothing that's really, you know, stand out or great. There's no, you know, facilities. There's no indoor pool. There's no, you know, there's no gym. There's nothing about this apartment which really makes it, you know, stand out. But that's just Tokyo. It's how expensive. The apartments here are really, really tiny. This apartment here is around 70 square meters, which, you know, for downtown Tokyo, it is a really large apartment, you know, in comparison to a lot of the places. A lot of the places, you know, maybe some single people, they're living in places that are smaller than 20 square meters, you know, maybe 30, you know, at the absolute most. So there's spaces at an absolute premium, you know, here in Tokyo. Of course, it is certainly possible to live in an apartment in Tokyo for way less than $3,500. I just happen to have this place because it is connected with my job. And, you know, you can live in a place for $1,000. You can live in a place for $800. You can live in a place for $700. It's not going to be downtown in the central of Tokyo, you know, in an affluent area, but, you know, it's certainly possible. But, you know, the reasons I wanted to kind of show you, you know, this apartment is because I want you guys to kind of see that, you know, even for a lot of money, you know, accommodation in Tokyo, it's really not that great. I mean, Japan, it's a fantastic place to live. It's a great country. I love living here. But accommodation is not one of the, you know, biggest draws of Japan. If you come to Japan, prepare to spend a lot of money for accommodation and to not get a lot of value back for your money. I mean, for the amount of money that I am paying to live in this place, if I were to pay $3,500, you know, in another country, I would expect to get a lot more value for my money than what I'm getting here. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think of the apartment? I know I haven't done anything with this place. It's dirty. I haven't decorated. I haven't done much with it. But the space itself, you know, this being this property here, 70 square meters, do you think it's worth $3,500? My personal opinion is I don't really feel that it is. I don't really feel, you know, the value there. As I said, it's connected with my job, so that's why I'm staying here. But how about you? Have you ever been to Japan? Have you been to Tokyo? If so, what do you pay for your rent? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.